Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World. An honest talk about the RV lifestyle, travel, costs, tips, and everything you need to know. Each week, we'll bring you the best and most helpful info, travel hacks, and answer your camping questions. Now, here's your host, Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World.
And we're here this week. I'm so excited. This is Larry, CEO of Giant Recreation World. We have three awesome, huge RV locations. One in Palm Bay on the I-95 and Palm Bay Road, roughly. One's in Ormond Beach on the I-95 and Destination Daytona Lane. And then our original location on West Colonial Drive in Winter Garden, Florida. I used to call it Highway 50. I don't know why they got all highfalutin and changed it, but they did. I have so much to talk about and so little time, so I'm going to get right to it. Guess what? We got another special guest.
Whoa, what do we got today?
Dwayne, we have got Tom Faella.
Whoa.
He is our rental manager, and he is kick butt, baby. He keeps those things high and tight, keeps our customers happy. I think we just got a good review today on the Outdoorsy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I believe we did. If I had access to Outdoorsy, I probably could read it to you folks live, but that's all right. Tom does a great job himself replying to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, Tom, tell us about some history first with you and Giant Recreation World.
Well, I came in here as a detailer back in the mid-'90s.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Man
And,
after my own heart.
Yeah, worked my way up to service where I stayed. I was in service for a little over 20 years, and just decided to try something a little different, and led me to the rental department.
Oh, there you go.
I got to tell you, he has sat in that seat like nobody else.
Yeah,
'Cause
really.
he had big shoes to fill with our old regime.
Okay.
But with that being said, we hated losing him from the shop because the
Yeah, I'm
technicians.
sure.
And he was a quality technician, and that's hard to replace.
Hard
nowadays.
to come by, yeah,
But,
man.
Thank you.
Hey, we had enough confidence in him to give him the shot, and he's running with the ball, baby.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's awesome. So, I know there's general things I wanted to talk about with our rental fleet. Some general things we try to let people know if they give us the opportunity is, we, as a rule, replace our rental fleet every year.
That's
Now,
correct.
over the COVID years, that's been very difficult. I still have not received stuff that I ordered over a year ago.
Oh, man.
So,
let me ask, so when you say you replace the whole fleet, as in like our rental fleet is always that year, like a...
stand up tall, baby.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the ones I'm missing, they said I think there's 4 Leprechaun 319 MBs that have been ordered for over a year.
Wow.
That they said finally we'll start receiving in the next couple of months.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
And they'll be titled as 2024s.
Whoa.
Yes, that is correct.
So
Yeah.
we will have the latest and greatest in the
Yeah.
rental department.
Now, our thinking is that, if there is a problem that happens out on the road, it's better to have it under the factory warranty, whether it be
Yes.
the Coachman warranty or the Forest River warranty or the Ford or Chevy warranty,
Okay, gotcha.
so that it can get in and out as a rule wherever our customers are, as trouble-free as can be.
There we go. So you're always safe and covered regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
What's another reason? It's because they're very, very nice all the time. So
Okay.
nobody's rentals are near as nice as ours.
Oh,
ever.
That's true. Okay.
And we try and focus on the customer that takes them to vacations more so than uses them for an event,
Oh, okay.
which that's
Which-
what,
So I'm sure, like, even if you were going to buy one, this would be a great time. You could almost rent it, give it a go, see if that's something to fit your family.
Tom, do we have a program for that?
Try it before you buy it.
Try it before you
Whoa.
buy it. Tell us about that.
Yes. So if you rent an RV, you get whatever your base rental is for up to a week. You could put that towards the down payment on a new RV.
That's
Oh, wow.
right.
Or a used RV.
Or used, doesn't matter what.
Oh, that's incredible.
Even if that amount pays for the whole RV, even if it's a used pop-up,
Okay.
that's fine. I love writing those checks back to customers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But is there a time limit? How long do they have to do that?
90 days from your rental.
Yeah, that's fair, folks.
That's
fair.
fair.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah,
That's a
man.
good deal.
That is.
How about, do you have to have a special driver's license to rent these RVs?
You do not need a special driver's license. You just need to be 25 years old, and I do check.
That's
With a valid driver's
unbelievable.
license.
So even the big guys. Now, would I get some kind of training if I rented one of the big ones?
Absolutely. We'll spend with you as much time as you need.
Okay. That's
And when you leave, I will send you out with my cell phone number.
All right.
And you know what, folks? I got to tell you this. He actually answers it at all times of the night, which we don't make him.
Yeah.
I can't even. I mean, when I get home, I throw mine on the charger.
That's it.
That's upstairs, and I'll never make it anyway, if I even hear it. But he takes it serious.
That's great. Yeah, Tom's got the customer service covered for us.
If you
Appreciate
didn't have
that.
confidence in your product, I guarantee that would not happen.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, because it would be an every day, every night thing. Yeah.
It is definitely something I take very seriously. And like this weekend, we're doing the Rolex race.
Absolutely.
Today we had 16 rentals go out to the Rolex race.
Yeah.
And there's more going out tomorrow. And every one of them have the information to get a hold of me. And I'm going to make it a point to go over there Friday and go door to door and just make sure everybody's set up and ready to go for the weekend.
Let me hear this proper now. So you're delivering units to the racetrack for people to come and stay in.
Absolutely.
So they don't even have to drive them.
They don't even
that's
have to
great.
drive them. And in a lot of cases, we equip them with linens, kitchen stuff, toilet paper, anything that they might need. We deliver them. We get it hooked up to whatever hookups their site has. If they have cable TV, electric, water, we get it all hooked up for them and ready to go. And when they're done, they could just leave.
You
And
put the rooms out.
Oh, that's incredible.
You level it off if you can, if they got the jacks and stuff,
Yeah.
right? How about the awnings? You put them out for the people?
We do.
Wow.
We don't like to leave them out unattended because, if you don't like the weather here, wait 10 minutes.
Yeah, right.
But we explain to everybody how that works, and really and truly, our awnings are just a push of a button.
That's right. I think they also self dump if they get water on them or whatever.
Oh,
they,
do
they
they?
automatically
Yes.
dump
Oh,
it
that's
off.
nice.
One side will
so
give.
they don't billow.
Oh,
and
great.
then, and then collapse
Yeah, and then
from the
fall
weight of the
on you.
water.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah. So they're usually trouble free. The big problem with them nowadays is the wind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I got a story about the racetrack and the Rolex.
What you got?
On Monday, I drove my family in my family truckster in my Continental on the racetrack,
Wow.
and did two full laps at the Daytona International Speedway.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Following a pace car and a whole line of cars.
They let you get up to 120?
They only let us go to about 65, 80
that's-
maybe.
Oh, wow, that's
But,
cool.
with
Oh,
that
yeah.
being said, it was a ball, and
Yeah,
and we did the actual road course.
Oh,
So
that's-
we not only did the high bank on one side, we went to the road course on the other side, and
Oh, wow.
I got on those bumpy things if you get too close to the inside, turns, and I did that for fun.
Yeah,
But,
they make you feel like you're racing.
With that being said, it was a good thing, and my little granddaughter had a ball.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, so there you go. See, you never know what you're going to get with Larry and the podcast here.
Oh, yeah.
But I saw a lot of those $1 million buses being set up. I think I might even saw some of our rentals out there being set up.
Whoa,
So that was
all
very
right. That is
exciting.
Sure you
Exciting.
did.
That was exciting.
man.
As far as the awnings go with those $1 million buses and inventory that we actually sell too, they got a little whirly bird, I call it, on top of the roof.
Okay.
It's called a wind sensor. So if it starts spinning too fast, it'll automatically pull the awning in.
The awning in. Oh,
So,
wow. Keep you
those
safe.
those are some pretty cool options that I just wanted to talk about.
Oh, that is
because
pretty neat.
this is a podcast about the RV industry.
That's right.
All right, so more about our awesome rentals. Tell us what sizes and stuff. What do people have to choose from?
Well, our smallest motorhome is a 22-footer, Class C Leprechaun, which Leprechaun is the higher end in comparison to the Freelander. And it goes all the way up, when it comes to Class Cs, all the way up to the 319, which is 32 feet. And then we have two options in our Class A motorhomes. We have the 31-foot Pursuit and the 35 bunkhouse Murata.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over and above that, we have two different models of Apex travel trailers, and we have fifth wheels.
See, we got it all, folks.
Yeah.
Now, for the layman out there, the Class Cs are what I call the cab over. It's a converted van chassis.
Okay.
Where they put the RV on top of it. And
Oh, yes.
And it has a cab over bunk.
So that's like where you get a little sleep bunk area.
It is an
that's
extra bed up
okay.
there.
Now I know what
A
you're
lot of
talking.
people use them as storage. And
Okay.
there's a cargo net on a lot of them too that you can put up so that stuff doesn't roll
Oh,
around.
doesn't
up there.
fall off on you.
But
yeah.
they're however you do it. When I was a little kid now, probably isn't cricket. But back then the RVs didn't have seat belts really to speak of, and we as little kids rode in that upper bunk, staring out that little front window. God knows if we ever got an accident where we would have ended up.
Yes.
But again, that was what we liked to do when we was kids.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and the Class A's is basically a frame rail only that the RV manufacturer puts the box on it.
Oh, right on top there.
So
Oh,
they're kind of squared off and big, but bigger. You can utilize the cab area as seating. You know, as the seats turn and it's not in its own little hole down there.
oh, gotcha.
Everything's
Okay.
on the same level.
Yep, no wasted space.
No wasted space.
Oh, very
and,
neat.
The travel trailers he's speaking of are they're apexes. So they're what I like to tell people they're 6-side laminated. What does that mean? Well, they boast aluminum aircraft aluminum framing,
Okay.
and then they're laminated through vacuum bonding. You know, process that where it's solid foam core, and then it's got a composite substruct that the fiberglass is adhered to.
Gotcha.
And that Adzel, they call it, does not wick water or anything, can't rot.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
And then the
Okay.
and then the inner wall is also laminated to that, and it's usually just a vinyl coated paneling that's very durable.
Oh, and that keeps it all sealed and
That keeps it all sealed, and it's all solid. So if you bang on it anywhere, including on when the slide rooms are out, the wall of the slide rooms,
okay.
the floor, the ceiling, everything is laminated.
Just solid.
Everything is solid.
Oh, very
So,
Oh,
nice.
yeah, it's quite rigid and it's very, very well insulated.
Yeah, but they're super light too.
Mm-hmm.
That construction method is the lightest way to build the travel trailer. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
the little 24.5 footer can be pulled by a V6. You know, I think something with about a
That's even
5,000
so.
pound capacity.
Oh, yeah.
And then the 32 or so footer that we got requires like at least a 150
Yeah.
half ton total product. Yeah,
Yes,
Very
absolutely.
nice.
very exciting. Our fifth wheels, we primarily use those for like special events,
Special events and things like that. But see, this last time we ordered 2 extra.
right?
And the reason we did that is because we have the ability to deliver it to a campground. And that's something we could do. You might not have the truck you need to tow it, but it could certainly be your home away from home. It'll be sitting there waiting for you when you get there.
That's a great option.
Yeah.
What does our travel trailer start at a day for rent?
$115 a night.
$115 a night, which
Wow.
is way cheaper than a
Any hotel.
hotel,
Yeah.
unless one you don't.
Yeah,
wanna
don't
stay
really want to stay at.
Yeah. Especially when you consider you could take your groceries with you.
Right.
You don't have to go out to eat every night.
All of that comes into play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lots
Yep.
of savings.
Awesome savings. Plus, it's family fellowship.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's
tell
all
people. I
family
mean,
time.
you've heard me talk about my poker nights
Yes.
on Friday nights.
Yes.
I talk about that in my RV show because most of the people that I play poker with are actual customers.
Okay.
So we do have conversations all the time about RVs and RV
RVs.
accessories.
Yeah, man.
And Jake and Laura Lynn are a repeat rental customer,
Okay.
and they're talking about renting one, and they're looking for a good place to go up in Douglasville, Georgia.
Oh, that's
Now,
nice.
So I got our VIP club team looking into that for them,
Doing an event out there.
and then maybe I'll go with them.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We'll all
Yeah,
go
man.
camping together up there in the mountains of Georgia. That'll be
Very
fun.
cool.
But,
Yeah,
sounds
that'd
like
be
a
a lot
good
of
time.
fun.
Yeah, take the families,
man.
commingle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what we do. Tom does it actually more so than our sales department, because if you take the amount of RV shows and orientations he does in a month compared to our sales department,
Right.
he just topples over them. And these are new experiences for customers, and rarely are there negative ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all very positive. And what's neat is our customers typically come back and share their experiences with us. So we learn a lot from them as well.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
One day we'll get good at asking them to give us a review and talk about that on the Google.
Oh, yeah.
But again, it's awesome.
Yeah, that is. That's pretty great.
So, Tom,
Yes.
what is your biggest concern nowadays with the RV rentals?
Biggest concern, honestly, was gas prices.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to find out that people aren't renting less; they're just maybe camping a little closer.
Uh-huh.
So
there you go.
it all kind of works itself out. But that was certainly a concern.
Absolutely.
But people seem to still be taking it. I've got a lot of people camping in our local campgrounds in the Wekiva area, in and around Lake Buena Vista area, and Ocala.
Yeah.
There's so much to see. You got to think about how many people come to our state to enjoy their vacations. There's so much you could do right here in Central Florida.
Our VIP camping club does that every month.
Oh,
Just like that. We go within 100 miles as a rule of one of our locations.
Okay.
And you'd think that would get stale, but it absolutely does not.
Oh, there's so
'Cause
much.
we always throw different campgrounds in there. They're always developing new ones too.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
The new Margaritaville one is pretty awesome that
Oh, yeah.
our camping club is going to for spring break.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be very exciting. But
Yeah, Jim and Micah had mentioned that they're due Margaritaville.
that's
Yeah.
right. We actually have some people that actually rent to do the VIP camping club. That's one of the, if they rent in an RV bought or rented from Larry, they can go on an event with the VIP club.
Oh, that's nice. Get to come to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people do that just to see what the RV lifestyle is, what our VIP club is all about, and all that. And those are our highest percentage of people that actually buy one after.
Right.
Because once they see all that, they're like, oh yeah, I'm in. I
Can-
want to do this.
Can we do a small recap on what is the VIP Camping Club?
It is a hosted camping club that we administer. So a customer that becomes a member for $50, not only do they get a 15% parts discount, but they get a 20% service discount.
Wow.
So you have one thing fixed in your RV, and it pays that
for
$50
itself.
annual membership pays for that.
Oh, wow.
But the only rules are that you have to camp in a unit either purchased or rented from Giant Recreation World
Okay.
by the customer that's renting it. So customers can't loan it to their buddy to take to the
Oh,
event.
gotcha.
But again, there's people that try because it's so fun. Everybody wants to do it.
Everybody wants to get in the VIP Camping
Yeah.
Club. Yeah.
But our couple actually make all the arrangements for everybody. All the customer has to do is go on the website using their special code we give them, and they just reserve the campout dates. They do 2 hosted campouts every single month, sometimes 3, and then we do 3 or 4 specialty trips, I call them.
Okay.
That's where we go out of state sometimes, but
Right,
we
right.
caravan, and it's a week-long trip.
Oh, wow.
And then we have a rally or 2 every year that is very special, especially our grand rally, our customer VIP customer appreciation rally, which is going to be in November again, probably right over my anniversary, like it always is. But hey, me and the wife grew up. We've been married now 32 years, and
Oh, it's fantastic.
with that being said, it's been every year since.
Yeah, man.
We've been married.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so now you have some back history on that.
Yeah, man.
What about, I think we're coming up on a break. So with that being said, we'll be right back. I'm going to ask Tommy a little bit more about what he hopes people enjoy most about the RV rentals that they get from Giant Recreation World.
All right.
Stop waiting to take a vacation. You can take a safe, fun family trip anytime when you've got an RV. Try before you buy at Giant Recreation World. Brand new RV rentals, drivable or towable with easy pickup or delivery. Go for a weekend or go off the grid for a bit with long or short-term rentals. Your unit will be fully stocked and turnkey, plus you'll get trained up and have full-time phone support if you need it. So stop waiting. Plan your next adventure now with a Giant Recreation World rental. Visit the Winter Garden location or visit giantrecreationworld.com for more details.
Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.
Hey, thanks for holding. If you're just joining us real quick, this is Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World, and I'm talking to Tommy Faella, our rental connoisseur de Fantique. He is awesome, folks, by the way.
Welcome to the show, Tom.
He gets our customers out there, our first-timers going on an RV vacation. They rent an RV and shows them how to enjoy themselves. That's
I think
what he
that
does.
to me is the biggest. Having the training when you rent. If you don't know anything, I'm sure that's very intimidating. Getting on a big RV, and Tom walks you through every step of the way, where
Absolutely.
everything is, all the buttons, all the good stuff. It's nice.
If you're a customer and have thought about it, but you really don't know where to go or whatever, I've talked about the VIP club before.
Mhm.
You can rent an RV. You can go on a VIP camping club trip, and that will do several things for you.
Okay.
It'll for a weekend, so it's not a big expense.
All right. all
But
right.
it'll show you what to do while you're out camping.
Gotcha.
It'll introduce you to people that go camping,
that do this all the time.
that do it all the time. Like-minded people is what I like to say.
Okay.
That you'll meet and greet. But our VIP club hosts one meal on Saturday nights where I cater it, whether we cook it ourselves or we get a company in to do it,
Oh,
whatever.
that's nice.
If it, whatever is the flavor of that particular campsite is, camp area. But it's just a big fun time, you know, being that we make the arrangements for you and all that. I make it kind of like a cruise ship. All you have to do is get there, set up your RV, and we'll help you. By the way, there's all kinds of help because everybody wants to help.
Everybody
By
wants to
the
help
way,
you.
all the
Yeah.
campers. So you get there, you set up, and all you're responsible to do is have fun.
Oh, that's great.
You know, Saturday is usually the big action-packed day
Okay.
where we'll do activities, whether they be games. We do a survival game that we do.
Wow, that's fun.
That's coveted, and the winner of the Tiki Award. I mean, really.
Oh,
digs
wow.
that.
Yeah,
But,
man.
Again, there's just so much things to do, whether it be games or you know, even karaoke, just whatever.
Yeah,
Fun stuff.
because they do the
Pool parties.
I was going to say the shuffleboard and the bocce ball,
That's
all that
yeah,
good stuff
anything
too.
to do with RVs or camping, that's what we got
That's
going
it.
on.
Oh,
And,
that's great.
And it's a fun time. But so again, that's one of the things. A lot of people rent from us every year.
Yes.
You know, I was asked earlier today if customers will actually buy them after they rent them. I said, well, very few. Be honest with you. what it is renter customers are renter customers,
Yeah.
but they repeat. You know, and
Constant,
sometimes
yeah.
several times a year.
Oh, that's great.
So that's just what they dig.
They
you know.
figured it doing
A
it
lot
that
of people
way.
don't buy a motorcycle. They just rent the motorcycle once a year.
Mhm.
You know, when they're done with it, they give it back. They're happy. Everybody's happy.
Just go to Bike Week for the week
Yeah.
and send it on back.
Years ago, why did my father start renting RVs?
Why is that?
He did it because he felt that there was a need, and we've been renting RVs now for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
At least,
Yeah, man.
you know,
Oh, that's incredible.
At least.
Yeah.
So he filled a need. He did it specialized. Unlike at the time, I think there was only Cruise America
Yes.
and places like that rented kind of like a U-Haul where you could just rent it and drop it off in another
Right.
state. We don't do that.
Because then everybody knows you're in a rental.
Not just that. There's a lot of things. Being an RV dealer, we're always short on used RV inventory.
Okay.
So he thought of a way to where we could have instant or a good supply of quality, clean, used motorhomes and travel trailers.
Oh,
Once we
gotcha.
retire them from rental, we sell them.
That's genius.
So that
Yeah.
helps the sales departments out and gives us an influx of inventory to sell
Used
every
inventory. Yeah, that's
year.
incredible. Yeah,
And we also rent only retail units. We don't rent the ones that are made for rentals.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Okay. That's a
which-
big difference.
Which, I mean, a lot of those billboards you see and going down the road that say, you know, rent from Hank or whatever.
Right.
You ever see the movie RV? That
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
thing? Well, a lot of those don't even have an awning. You know, they don't have the options that people want and enjoy.
Gotcha.
And they're tore up, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
They're tore up.
They look
They have multiple thousands and tens of thousands of miles on them. You know, again,
Oh, man.
average RV Giant Recreation World rental when we retire it has under 20,000 miles on it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yep. And again, they're mainly rented by families who want to go on vacation.
Right,
Because they
they're
have
not
to bring
getting-
them back. They
Yeah.
got to bring them back so they can't leave it somewhere.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So they're not getting beat up like these other ones and
That's
that
a
too.
fact.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
What is your favorite RV to rent, Tommy?
I'm going to say probably the 319 MB.
Mm-hmm.
That particular one, it's the biggest of the Class Cs. It's quite roomy. It's living space wise, it's just as roomy as the Class A motorhomes are. As long as you don't have more than 7 people, you have to sleep. But when you consider the amount of room plus drivability, it's just absolutely, in my opinion, the perfect RV.
Yep. It's on a big Ford F450
Yes.
chassis.
Oh, yeah. So it's got some pickup and everything.
And like I said, it's just like driving a van.
Okay.
But it is 32 foot long, I think.
Yes, it is.
So you do have to be mindful of what I call the swing around.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
No
or-
drive-throughs.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. No drive-through.
No
Most of those
drive-through.
drive-throughs are 9 foot tall. I believe ours are 12.
12.
So-
Yeah.
Yes.
Not gonna make it.
Yeah. So, hey,
Okay.
Tom, what about that swing around? What do you tell people when they're
So-
driving one?
So yes, if you look at where the rear axle is in comparison to the rear bumper, if you were to make a really sharp turn, especially at a low speed, the tail end is going to swing out some.
Yeah.
The biggest problem people run into is usually at gas stations where there's tight quarters and things like that, little stop signs in parking lots. So we always advise people to kind of start a forward motion, swing it wide,
Mhm.
and absolutely use a spotter if necessary.
Yep.
There you go.
That's just what we tell our people on our lots too, because our porters move units around all day, every day.
Gotcha.
One thing that's kind of neat is all of our rentals are equipped with backup cameras.
Yeah.
So if you're not sure if you cleared it yet, you could stop for a quick second, stick it in reverse, look at your monitor on the dash, and if you see it in your monitor, you're clear. If you don't see it, you're not clear.
Yeah.
And then just don't forget to put it back in drive.
Back in
And you know
drive.
what else is funny? Our rentals don't say, caution, this vehicle makes wide turns like a commercial vehicle.
Yeah.
Again, we want our rentals to, when we retire them, to be ready to sell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we don't rentalize them all up. You know, we don't put wraps on them, and we don't put all those signs. I think
Yeah,
we
they're
have
crazy.
one little thing on the back with our logo that says "Rent Me," right?
Yeah, it's just very small.
Very subtle,
yep.
with our website on it.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
Especially in the RV camps, you wanna look like you're a part of the game,
You
not
don't
just
want, you don't, you know,
an outsider.
it's unbelievable, but some of those RV campgrounds are cliquey.
Yeah.
And you don't get the respect if you're not in your
That's
own
right.
rig. Am I right? And so ours look like your own rig.
Oh, that's good.
It's all
That's
good.
exciting. Very cool.
Yeah. Man, rentals is so near and dear to my heart. My wife takes a rental now and again.
Okay.
It's about time for her to take one. To be
Sure
honest
is.
with you. She's been going with her stepmother
Okay.
and our granddaughter.
Oh,
You know,
very nice.
so our stepmother is a single lady, and she goes camping with the VIP club quite often.
Oh, that's
But
fun.
she likes to have company sometimes, so that
very
all
nice.
works out and doesn't stress out my rental department, especially during these times of the race when you probably rent out.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I have nothing available for this weekend.
I was gonna
that's
say
for
it's pretty
sure.
cleared
Right.
out over there right now.
For
Yeah.
customers, that are interested in it, what are the days that make it, or the times a year that make it very difficult to do a last minute kind of trip?
I would say the biggest thing is the Thanksgiving month, November.
Right?
Because like you're saying, that when it comes to rentals, the big thing is family.
Mm-hmm.
And people love to go see family and take their families out on trips on Thanksgiving.
okay.
Whereas, when Christmas time comes, people want to be at home to open their gifts and that sort of thing. But November, because of the Thanksgiving month, that is definitely, if you're going to make a reservation, something you're going to want to do well in advance. I'd say at least 6 months in advance.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
Good advice.
I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
several bookings for 2024 right now.
Oh,
Right.
goodness.
Yes.
Another thing you got to watch out for, just like we talked about that Rolex 500, we got all the NASCAR races.
Oh yeah, Daytona's
Especially
coming.
if they're
yeah.
local, we rent out.
Mhm.
Sebring, I think we rent out
Oh,
for,
yes. That'll be in March.
and
Yeah.
the Daytona 500, which is in February, I think.
Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
weeks from now.
And the concerts. The concerts we do a lot of.
I
Big
don't
concert
know.
in town. I know that we rent some of those out to those guys.
Oh, we sure do.
Yeah. So let me ask you, as a customer, how early should I try to plan in advance to make sure I can get a rental?
If you're not sure as far as what month is busy, what month is not, just to play it safe, honestly, 4 to 6 months.
Really? Wow, man.
Yeah.
That's what all the cool kids are doing.
Yeah,
you know?
you got to
Yeah.
think, it's very popular to rent on spring break.
Okay.
Spring break will be coming up and kids will be out of school and families are going to want to go camping.
Mhm.
July is crazy busy. In June, school is starting to get out.
Okay.
And by the end of August, school is starting to come back. So July is wide open. And then, of course, you got the 4th of July week. That's very popular.
That gets popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But July and November are probably neck and neck
Mhm.
when it comes to really booked out for family vacations and things of that nature.
Wow.
So,
So-
who would you say is your biggest competition?
Biggest competition.
And why do you think we should rent from us instead of them?
Well, honestly, I don't know who I would put near us.
Nobody can
nobody's
touch it.
near us in quality of product
Yes.
and the experience that we
Yes.
offer.
Oh, that's a
Nobody
fact.
is.
Yes,
But
because
I think the biggest competition in the RV industry right now for rentals is the third-party rental places that rent your RV for you when you're not using it.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't
almost
know
like
which-
an
it's kinda like-
Airbnb.
It's just kind of like
Gotcha.
that, And
Gotcha.
I've said before that whole number one, if any of those customers finance their RV, if they're using it for a commercial vehicle and they're against the contract, so the bank could make them pay it off.
Oh, geez. So you're
That's
voiding that contract.
Avoiding that. A lot of them also avoids their insurance.
Oh, jeez. So
Because
if something
because,
happens,
again,
then that's not
you're
covered.
using it as a commercial vehicle,
Right,
and that
not your
requires
own.
a different kind of insurance that's way more money. Trust me, I know.
I'm sure,
Because our rental
jeez.
department, we are ironclad, you know. I'm sure that eventually somebody's going to wreck and kill a family, and it's going to be awful.
Oh, that's horrible.
But then
That'll
they're
be
going to
the end
find
of that
then they're
industry.
going to find out that all this insurance that they thought they had and all that, none of that is, you know, going to work out.
It's gonna cover you.
And
Oh, that's
they'll
scary.
they'll be liable for it.
Yeah.
It's
I
unbelievable.
constantly get phone calls from people that they need a rental tomorrow or today because they had a third party booked and they were just called because there's something wrong with it or just it's not working out. But a lot of these third party people that are renting are calling the customers and saying, I'm sorry, we're going to have to cancel. And meanwhile, you know, you carved out that amount of time, you took time off of work, and then now the RV you were going to go camping in, and your whole family's hyped up for it, is gone.
Well, not to mention all, you know, when you make a reservation at different campgrounds and resorts,
Mhm.
they require deposits, and those are non-refundable if you don't give them at
That's
least,
correct.
a lot of them, at least a month or two in advance warning.
Oh, geez, so you're losing that money
You're losing
too?
all that,
Oh, my
not to
goodness.
mention all the memories you're going to make. I mean, imagine telling the kids, sorry kids, we can't go.
Yeah, we're not gonna go.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's rough.
And again, Tom, you and I have put our heads together before.
Yes.
And we have never let that happen. Even if the unit that we're renting out got damaged, you know,
Okay.
we will do what we have to do to get them rented in a unit, even if I have to convert a sales unit
To a rental.
Oh, yeah.
just for
Oh,
that
that's awesome.
trip, you know, because I don't want to be I don't want to be anything negative
Yeah.
as far as if they're counting on us, we're gonna stand up and do it.
Yeah, we come
Nobody
through.
else will do that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's something we take very seriously.
That is awesome.
And it's really nice when you rent from a company like us. Right here on site, we have a huge service department backing us.
Yep.
And if there's something I don't have the time to fix or can't handle, they certainly have my back. And also, they do all the maintenance on these things
Yeah.
to keep them current.
Yeah. Again, when we sell them, we
Mhm.
are very confident that this is a good unit.
yeah.
We've kept it maintained. You know, if you're the customer and you go to rent a car from like Alamo Car Rental,
Mhm.
and it's all dinged up and bashed up, you're going to want a discount, right?
That's right.
Again, we don't want that to happen.
Right.
So with that being said, everybody pays the same, and all our units are always nice. And if we have one of those that somebody rented, say it's a 22-footer, the little Class C
Okay.
Leprechaun, and come rental time, that one that we had reserved for them can't be rented because it was wrecked the time before. We'll put them in a bigger one at no extra charge.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
awesome.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
We've even had some that had some minor body damage, that or maybe the awning broke off or something. So we'll remove that and rent it to somebody who had a smaller one, you know.
Oh,
But
that's
we
great.
give them the bigger unit because the awning's ripped off, of it,
Right,
so you
right.
can't use the awning.
Oh, jeez.
But again, there's always some way for us to overcome that obstacle, so it doesn't
That's
cost
great.
anybody a big problem.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Always looking out for the little guy. That's great.
Again, being a family-owned and operated place, and knowing the roots of why we rent.
Yeah.
We want to build customers,
That's right.
RV industry customers.
That's a fact.
That purchase from us all the time.
That is great.
So, with that being said,
That's
these
awesome.
other guys, I call it just they're in and out, in for the now, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really don't have anything to worry about. you
Yeah.
know.
And it would really, it just seems like everything is put on the customer, not to be looked out for as a customer with
That's
these
right.
other guys, you know,
That's
that
right.
it's just always being responsible for all of that. It's nice that we take care of our customers, that you don't have to worry about it. You can just worry about your family and your trip. Everything else is taken care of.
Yeah. So if a customer is from out of our area, will we deliver it to another one of our locations or do you just deliver it directly to the customer?
Honestly, we would just take it straight to their house.
Yeah. Is there a fee to that?
Yeah, depending on how far it is.
Sure.
You know, we do have a minimum fee of $120 for a delivery, but that's taking it there and picking it up. And if we're taking it to a campground, that includes setup.
Right.
And our drivers are also very knowledgeable and actually demonstrate the unit on site. You could have
Oh, wow.
it demonstrated to your right, your driveway, or on the campsite.
That's awesome.
What is set up at the campground involved? Like, what does that entail?
Well, you've got electric, water,
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, you got sewage,
Okay.
cable TV, if so equipped. We make sure that everything is leveled out, looking good, positioned
big one.
properly for their use.
Oh, very nice.
So whatever it takes.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's pretty impressive.
If you rent 2 of them, we'll get you door to door.
Hey, we're coming up on another break. We'll be right back with you with more exciting rental information from Giant Recreational.
Need a golf cart? Check out Icon and Epica GSV, Giant Specialty Vehicles, part of Giant Recreation World. The most affordable on the market. More than golf carts, the hottest electric neighborhood vehicle. Fastest in the industry. Top speeds at 25 miles per hour. 4-wheel disc brakes, seat belts, full color digital display, speedometer, odometer, charge meter, and more. Plus, all Epic carts have higher impact glass windshields and upgraded seats with matching body color stitching. New inventory, colors, and styles at GSV at Giant Recreation World in Winter Garden or online at giantrecreationworld.com.
Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.
And we're back. This is Larry, Giant Recreation World CEO, talking to Tom Faella, who is our rental manager. And of course, as always, we have Dwayne Adams, our producer, keeping us all on track.
That's right.
Thank you so much for being here, Dwayne. Without you, this would be just like herding cats, herding a bunch of cats, and that's hard to do if you know if you have cats. So, Tom, we're sitting here talking about some rentals. The benefits of Giant Recreation World just are endless, and we could talk about that all day.
Yes.
Ours are the nicest. They're the newest. They got the least amount of miles. They're the best maintained, and they're best equipped.
And they smell nice, too.
Not only that, they are very price competitive.
Yes,
Very,
they are.
very.
Without all those extra bull crap fees that you get when you go to the brand X's. Now, all we charge extra is tax.
Yeah.
I think maybe insurance. You want to talk about some insurance things?
Yes, our insurance that we carry, of course, is mandatory because we have the coverage necessary to rent a piece of equipment that, for that kind of value.
For commercial use.
Commercial
folks.
use, yes. Our insurance is $9.95 a night,
There you
That's
go.
not bad.
and it is full coverage, full collision, full bodily, liability. And when we do it, we keep in mind the amount of passengers that might be in an RV.
Mm-hmm.
So we make sure that we have plenty of coverage.
Oh, that's nice.
How about deposit? If somebody wants to rent one, is there a deposit? And,
There sure is.
And what's our policy on refunding it?
So when you rent an RV, there is a $1,000 security deposit. When you return the RV in the same condition, you get $1,000 right back.
Hey.
What are ways they would not get it back other than damaging it? Because isn't that our deductible, $1,000?
Yes, the $1,000 is exactly what the
You hear that, folks?
deductible is.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wreck my RV, you're paying my deductible.
You paying that deductible. Oh, yeah.
How about if they don't dump the tanks, or if they bring it back all dirty, or if it doesn't fill fuel? Are those all things that people expect to pay for?
Yes. When people take the RV, they're full of fuel. They're full of everything. Well, except for sewage. But they're full of gasoline, and we just ask that they bring it back full as well. I mean, because we would have to pay somebody to take it to the gas station.
Just like a rental car outfit, you know.
Yeah.
Although I don't think we have the same capacity as some of those big rental car outfits.
Yes.
No.
Because
But
I don't
still.
think they make you detail it for cars, and we don't make you detail it either, right?
No, not at all. We expect it to be lived in.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's not a big problem.
No.
How about pets? Do we let pets?
We are pet friendly.
Yeah.
We do have a pet
Oh.
fee of $25 a night.
Oh, that's not
and the
bad.
reason is because when it comes back, we are very thorough, and we do whatever we have to do to shampoo and clean very thoroughly, so that if somebody does rent it down the road that might be allergic, there's no trace of any dander or anything like that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
And that's another positive thing.
Yeah.
Because RVs is a family thing, and who's part of the family?
The
dog.
family
The
dog.
dog, the cat, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
We have 3 fish also.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
And we don't have a fish fee. So
Okay, no fish fee.
That's
I just
good.
wanted to check on
Right,
that.
that's good.
all right. I didn't know if you charge per fish, how that
Nope,
works
nope.
out. Okay.
Fishes are free.
Awesome.
So are puppies, except for the $25 a day pet fee. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That is.
So, what else? What am I forgetting? I know we're doing a lot of charitable things. the rental department themselves.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
They're doing that for several reasons. Number one, it's because they got a big heart, but that's the main reason. But the secondary reason is for more name recognition. I mean, we like to go to these events too and have fun, but also maybe have a display to show people what we got.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Explain what was going on, Tom.
Yeah, recently we are right here in Winter Garden, and been wanting to kind of give back to the community right here in Winter Garden because, I mean, this is where it all started. Ran into an organization called Cars and Coffee of Winter Garden, and they do really great things around here in the community. And I saw what they were doing, and I definitely wanted to be a part of it.
Oh, that's
So
fun.
we became a sponsor. Going back all the way to Hurricane Ian, we raised money with the Second Harvest Food Bank for
Nice.
people that needed some food for after the hurricane that were affected. Thanksgiving, we did a food drive with Lake Cares.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Raised money so people could feed their families and have family gatherings for Thanksgiving. And the absolute funnest one, I'd say, was Toys for Tots.
Yeah, right.
Brought an RV to the Cars and Coffee, which, by the way, we do behind Longhorn Steakhouse right
Right.
here in Winter Garden, fourth Saturday of every month
There you go.
from 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the goal was to fill the RV full of toys. And we did exactly that.
That's
And we
fantastic.
delivered those toys immediately to the Toys for Tots drop-off that was set up right here in Central Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And unloaded those. And last weekend, even, we did another event. There's a school right here, a charter school, UCP, West Orange campus, right here on 535. We helped raise money because everybody that came to this Cars and Coffee paid a minimum of $20 to come in to enter their cars. And now the school is going to have a Gamby Science Bus, which is an interactive science field trip on site.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Is Bill Nye going to be
Yeah.
there? That's all I want to know. Bill Nye going to be there? The science
Bill
guy?
Nye the Science
So-
Guy.
I don't know what's next, but if anybody has any ideas,
That's all beautiful things.
That is.
You
That's
know,
really
that's
nice
all
how we're
beautiful
doing that.
things.
Really
I
is.
also know that we've given away a rental for raffles and all that for charitable events all over for years and years.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
Oh, yes.
many times they bring thousands and thousands of dollars to that charity
Oh, that's awesome.
because
That is great.
it's a real value. You know.
Yeah. Oh, that
People-
is. That's
people love
fun.
it. So yeah.
That's pretty good.
yeah. And there's been a few times in the past that we've taken care of a veteran, give them a nice little weekend.
That's right.
And that reminds me, we do offer a discount for current retired military, and we went ahead and extended that to first responders and medical professionals.
Oh,
There
wow.
you
That's
go.
great. That's awesome.
See, that Giant Recreation World, they got the big heart.
That they do.
That's one of the reasons we're in the top 50 RV dealers in the country.
Well, and why everybody loves Larry.
Everybody loves Larry. You know, that's funny. I got a story about that at the Tampa Super Show.
Okay.
Our display, small display amongst the huge displays in Tampa.
Right. Huh?
Not because we're small, folks. We're just as big as all those guys.
Just as big.
But
yeah.
it's not our territory.
Right.
So we were able to go and represent the Salem Hemisphere product
That's
and
awesome.
the XLR Nitro product.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all we
Yeah.
had. So we only had trailers and fifth wheels and toy hauler trailers and fifth wheels. But that's all we had
Oh,
in a sea of big
big.
luxury motorhome buses and
You
stuff.
kidding?
But with that being said, our guys in the display were open late on Sunday, the last day,
Oh.
selling RVs.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and somebody in the crowd says, "Everybody loves," and everybody yelled, "Larry!" So again, that's not even our area, but everybody loves Larry.
Everybody knows it.
It's
Yeah,
resonating
they
out
know.
there, folks.
Yes,
it's
sir.
resonating. And
That's
one of the reasons
fantastic.
is because of the RV rental department,
That's right.
ran
you,
by
thank you.
Mr. Tom Faella, who has the kung fu, by the way.
You know Kung Fu.
He knows the karate. Yes, he's bad to the bone, gentlemen.
Oh,
Lady,
yeah.
you never would tell though, because it's not.
He's one of the nicest guys you've ever met.
He absolutely
Yeah, man.
do anything for you.
That's right.
It's been my pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank
here,
you
know?
very much.
I did want to say real quick, good for the poker buddies. Thanks for all your money I got from you on Friday.
Yeah, gotcha.
Appreciate that. That was very nice of you.
They all donated for you.
all good.
Good for you. So you did pretty well then, I'm hearing, huh?
Did pretty good. Yeah,
So
it
good,
was,
good for you.
Bad for them, good for me.
That's
So,
awesome.
But hey, folks, Tommy is there for you. His crew. I mean, tell us about your crew. I mean, even I call him Fozzie. He's been around for a long time. Does a great job.
Oh yeah, he's been here about 11 years, and people just they come over here. They can't wait to see him.
Yeah.
His walkthroughs are very informative and quite
the
fun.
absolute best.
He is fun.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what is his name so that they know who to ask for?
His name is Chris.
All right.
But they call him Fozzie.
They call him Fozzie.
Just like the Fozzie Bear.
from the Muppets.
From the
Yes.
Muppets.
Yeah, because he's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But a good backstory is he. You don't know. Sometimes you'll see him and he's got a buzz haircut,
Okay.
and sometimes he has flowing locks.
Wow. All
But
right.
He lets it grow for all year without cutting it, and then he goes and gets a buzz and donates his hair to the.
The locks. The
Locks for Love or
locks.
something.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah.
he does that every year. Again,
Oh, that's fantastic.
he does that for himself, and I wish I had his hair because it is
A
beautiful.
lot of people do. He does have that flowing
Yeah,
hair.
he certainly does.
It's like got a
Especially on
Fabio
I
going
think,
over
I think
there.
Tom Faella would like to have some of that hair too.
Yeah, it's been chilly lately, and
Woo!
I don't have much going on up there.
All I tell people is you can't grow crops on a busy field. And my head is busy,
that's
busy.
Too funny. Too
Yeah.
funny.
And then if you call into the rental department, Judy will be answering the phone most likely.
Yep.
And she's doing a great job. She's very thorough, and she's on top of things. And she's very organized and very
Also very
personable.
friendly. Yeah, I
Yes.
like Judy. Judy's
Yeah,
fun.
she's awesome.
Definitely nice to hang out with.
Yeah. So the rental department is on the west campus, the dealership west of our main dealership,
Oh, okay.
and it also houses our golf carts.
Oh, the GSV.
The GSV,
There it is.
giant specialty vehicles.
Yes.
Which we also rent. And I think we'll probably have him on sometime in the near future to talk
Yes, we
about
will.
that. But I think it's a good marriage. That's the reason we got into the golf carts and the rentals is because people that buy and rent RVs like to go on golf carts in these campgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
And now Winter Garden is a very golf cart friendly thing.
Area. Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't doubt at the car thing there's people running around in golf carts around.
I'm
there
sure.
somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
and there's a good chance if you go to one of these things, you will actually see a built golf cart from Giant Specialty Vehicles.
There you go.
Whoa.
Because we will pimp your ride.
Yes, we
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, Tom, I'm excited to work with you every day, and
Thank you.
I'm excited for our future because, again, I think that third-party thing is starting to lose its luster.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
You don't like to get to where you are and be disappointed.
Yeah.
Most of those you can't go and inspect the unit,
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
so you get what you get when you get there.
Yeah.
And Tom's always showing people what our rentals are when they're just
Mm-hmm.
even considering it.
Yes.
Almost like showing them through a sales customer looking to buy RVs.
Absolutely.
He shows them what we got and why we're better and why they need to rent from us.
And the rentals that I show you are the ones you actually
They're actually the
go
rentals.
out in. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these places, you go over there and they show you this amazing RV that's clean, spotless, looks practically brand new, and then they come and pick it up and.
That was a picture
a
taken
different
25
unit.
years ago.
Yeah.
Catfish.
Yeah. Well, that was our display unit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's,
man, that's horrible. That is horrible.
There's all kind of smarmies out there.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to talk about how about the detailing of them. Did we not change how we do things with all this COVID?
Yes. The detailing is very thorough. They use bleach, pine sol, and anything that for killing germs.
Germs, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
and
We-
viruses.
Yes, and we do encourage people because when we do a walkthrough, we're walking through it with you. A lot of people actually bring their own Clorox wipes to kind of follow us out, and we respect that.
We don't have anything against that if you want to wear a mask or anything. We don't care.
Yeah, no.
As a rule, if they got a unit ready for the rental, you lock it, don't you?
Yes, we do.
So people can't get in there and mess up
Oh,
our
that's
disinfectant.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
you
know.
wouldn't even think about that.
But
Yeah.
again, those are things that we think past what normal people
Yeah, what
would
normal
think.
people are
Yes.
doing.
You know.
That's awesome.
And even though it'd probably be more profitable to get a rental back and rent it right back out that same day, we keep our rentals for at least 2 days in between rentals so they could be cleaned thoroughly and be set up, and we could go through the systems and make sure everything is good to go.
Oh, that's
See,
awesome.
that's very impressive.
That is.
2 days is a lot of days when you're talking about you don't get paid unless the thing's on the road.
That's a fact.
You know.
Yeah.
And but again,
We take that to make
when-
sure the
when they
customer
say-
is happy.
when they say they clean them thoroughly, they are absolutely spick and span.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. Very proud of that whole division.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know we're having some issues with slide rooms. I hope these new units are not the same.
Yeah.
You know, but that's an industry-wide issue. So,
Yes, it is.
You know, we looked at, well, what about different brands? Or it doesn't.
It's all over.
It just
Everybody.
doesn't matter, you know.
Dun, dun, dun.
But we have ordered parts to have in stock that we keep in our pocket so that if we have a problem, we can get it in and out.
Oh, there we go.
That's,
Always take care of it in the service
I
department.
think we did that. I know we talked about it.
Yes.
I'm going to give you something to think about here, Tom.
Okay.
Don't want to put you on the spot or nothing,
Oh, boy.
but I know years ago we offered rentals in all the locations.
Yes.
So maybe we can think of that about somehow to do that under your regime. So,
Oh, there you go.
Put some thought to that. You
Yes,
know,
I will.
back in the day, we did not, when we did that, we did not have delivery coordinators at all locations and all that. So I think our capacity is probably better now, so that we
Might
could
be able to handle
probably
something
handle
like that.
something, a smaller amount here all the time, and maybe share some of it. And just because I know I'm a numbers guy, folks, and historically, when we had all 3 locations renting it, we rented more units.
Oh, okay.
You know, so when we moved them all back to Winter Garden,
Kind of lowered that
it
number.
lowered the sale amount.
Gotcha.
Not so, you know. So with that being said, I'm just thinking outside the box, and I wanted to give him a little project to think
Yeah,
about.
that's a good one. A little
Yeah,
tidbit there.
Little, you know, how can I maximize my department even more?
Yeah.
I'm just
Absolutely.
saying, yeah.
Especially when we come back around. Next time we have Tom on, we're going to have to see where we're at with that.
Absolutely. So but that can be a follow-up. If not, the announcement that you see on the Facebooks.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
hopefully we put this on our rental page, this whole podcast
Oh, yes.
edition.
Yes, it will
in
be.
addition to on our website where it says about us. Click on that, and then you go down to podcasts. You click on that, and you can see all our podcasts.
Oh, yeah. So we'll put the podcast, we'll have the videos up there so everybody can review.
It's
See
also
it all.
on other areas. You can get them on the YouTube.
YouTube, Spotify.
Yeah.
We've even
Spotify.
got it transcribed in text in case you'd rather just read the podcast.
There you have it.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
See
Nice.
how badass? I'm sorry. Bad to the bone we are.
Bad to the bone. Beep.
Yeah, we're not that bad because I don't have a button. There was no button.
No delay. No delay.
But I think you can say that now.
Yeah, we're
You know,
good. We're
that-
good.
That is a borough.
Yeah, that is a borough.
So, yeah, they even have it on the Bible, so I think that's a good one. All right, folks, I had a ball. Just remember, if you need anything to do with RV rentals, call Tom Faella at Giant Recreation World Rentals. It's 407-656-6444. And Tom or one of his awesome teammates will be glad to help you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for your time, Tom. We'll see you all next week.
Thank you.
The RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.
Don't go